This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hoosiers offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air, it's Cobb. Finds his man. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so...
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Badgers want to move quickly. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gets it out quickly.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And here comes the offense on second down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wade. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A third down try for the offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Hoosiers are on the move. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over FIU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 after the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll go with a direct snap. The Badgers have a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Offense lining up quickly.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. To the air, it's Cobb. Zings it complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. On the run, it's Jackson. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to run for it. Trucks through the defender. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Perkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On third down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The give to the lone running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Ford. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll try the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. To the ground, he's got it again. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Hoosiers line it up with a first and goal. defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to FIU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Back open in the middle. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That's caught. It's Wade. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Snags it on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ramos. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running to the left. Nice move there. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The pitch to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Indiana! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ramos. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Thorne. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're setting up the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Perkins. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw it again. Finds his man in the middle. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. Play number 9 on this drive. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to power it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it on third and goal. Knocked down for the tackle. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Perkins. They get him down after he makes the catch. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but...
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.